All right, welcome back to another video. So as y'all know, the Hickory Train Show was this weekend, and I did go to it. Sadly, I really don't have any footage from it, because I didn't have time to record footage, and it was way more crowded there, so it's way more difficult to get footage. So, but I will show you guys what I got. I got a lot more than I did at the Asheville one. So all of it is rolling stock and locomotives. There's no scenery, no nothing, because there literally was no scenery there. I mean, there were some things, but it was. This is the biggest show that they've ever had. They said, because I talked to the people who run it. Actually, um, one of my family members knows them really well. So, anywho, um, it was really big. It was in two rooms this time, because there was that many vendors there. But the one thing that was lacking against the Asheville train show was the selection. A lot of the sellers had a lot of the same things, and there wasn't a super ton of HO stuff there like there was the Asheville one, and there was no Z scale, there was no S scale, and a couple G scale things. And there wasn't a lot of people who were selling just random scenery stuff, which there was the Asheville Train Show, which you guys, if you guys want to go watch that video, I'll put that up right there. But um, because I've got some stuff at the Asheville Train Show, but I'll go ahead and start with this. So this first thing is just a Proto 2000 tank car kit, and I literally just dropped that. I did not mean to do that. I'm still in the process of building it. Um, I've got it to where I can run it on trains though. I installed some details on this thing. Wasn't too difficult, but they Proto 2000 was good with putting metal wheels on theirs, but they'd never put spring-loaded couplers. They are metal couplers, but they just don't have springs. I don't know why they wouldn't go ahead and do that if they're already gonna go as far as doing that. Um, a lot of this rolling stock is Southern Railway rolling stock, so I've been trying to find Southern Railway rolling stock for like ages and not been able to find it. But now I did. They had a pretty good selection there. But we'll get to that in a minute. So this next thing is a DuPont tank car. These are from Athern Roundhouse. I've got four of these. They came in a giant box. So that's the first one, and they all are numbered differently. So in case you're wondering. And there's the other one. Very nice cars. I will say Athearn rolling stock is not bad besides the couplers that they put on these things. That's the only thing I find to have issues. Even their actual nice spring-loaded couplers, um, they're just so small. They don't work really well with anything else. And this is I for it's the company who made this starts with a B, and I think it's something shops. They've got like an L&N paint scheme as their box art. You know what? I got it right here. Blueford Shops. Yeah, that's what it was. Cool box art there. This is a Norfolk and Western work caboose. I don't have anything like this, so it's a welcome addition to the collection. So I've been I was I've been looking for Southern Railway cabooses for like ever, and there were some people who were selling. They're the only ones who are selling them, and they were like really weathered Southern Railway cabooses. They were being sold for $70. That is way out of my budget. I do not can't just I'm not throwing $70 for a caboose. And it was Athearn Blue Box cabooses. It wasn't like the highest quality caboose you could find. It wasn't Walther's Proto. It was literally Athearn Blue Box cabooses that were weathered. I was like, I was expecting it to maybe be $20, and it was 70. And I was like, heck no. But this next, I've got two of these. They are both numbered differently. They're just Southern Railway, little hoppers. I think they're supposed to be. Actually, they were built like um, in '43. So these are. Actually, I thought these would be like built in the '20s or maybe in the 1910s. But as you can see, pretty nice. They've got metal wheels. So I don't know who these are by though. So if you guys know, please leave a comment. Because I'm very curious. Because they don't look very new. They look like something that was made in the 90s or early 2000s by a good company. This next one is a car that I did not expect to see here. And they only had one. But it's an Athearn Blue Box car, I can already tell. But somebody custom made the top of this car and put this custom load in it. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, this part was added on. You can just tell. But it turned out really good. And I don't know. I think companies now make them, but I don't think they make them with the wood chip load. So, but yeah, it's a nice car. It's actually very easy to make the wood chip load. If you have like this pencil sharpeners like you see in school, just buy one of those and literally you can just take sticks from like outside or pencils and just grind them up in there and now you've got wood chips. That's what I use. I literally use that. This next car, I already have one of these, but I wanted to get another one. Southern cattle car. Pretty nice car. Same number though. I might renumber this. I don't know. I don't know if it's really worth my time to renumber that. I guess we're just on to, let's get the other company boxcars. Anyway, this is just a riding boxcar. This thing was $3, believe it or not. And it's weighted. Take a guess at what the weights are. Just take a guess. If I can open up the door without breaking it. Take a guess at what the weights are. You're wrong. If you guessed to this, like, you're actually, like, really good at guessing. Literally just a bunch of these. I don't know why. I've never seen that. I mean, they work, but they really rattle around. This next one is a Lehigh Valley boxcar. It's got, actually, I don't know what this one's weighted with. Yeah, more of them. Okay. Never mind. This must have been, like, part of a club layout because these are weathered a little bit. But this was also $3. So you could not complain with that. I didn't even ask for a deal. I knew he wasn't going to go down. $3 is like, that was the best price. Well, we'll get on to some of the locomotive. I don't know. I'll save it for later. This is a really nice Southern Railway weathered car, and this was literally $4. Look at the. Granted, this is all Athearn Blue Box stuff. Well, I think a lot of it is, but like this is. I mean, you can't tell, and Athearn Blue Box stuff isn't even bad. So it's a lot better than what they make nowadays. On a lot of club layouts, you will see just Athearn Blue Box rolling stock. That's what a lot of them use. For one, it's very cheap, very common, and it's very reliable and easy to modify. I wish I could say that about Bachmann's Silver Series or literally any Bachmann rolling stock, but you cannot put Katie couplers on them without literally taking off the coupler box and putting your own coupler box on there. And you can't even do that on some of the grain cars. Well, I mean, you could, but how are you just going to take off the coupler box? Plus, that's easier said than done. So, I figured that out like a month ago. You can't put Katie couplers or anything other than Bachmann couplers in the Bachmann coupler boxes, which is stupid. This is just another Southern Railway car. Pretty nice one. You know, Athearn blue box, pretty sure. None of these came with boxes, by the way, so that was a little bit annoying because eventually I'm gonna have to pack all this stuff up because I'll be moving somewhere eventually. But this is an exact duplicate of the other one, same number. I didn't realize this till I got home that I actually got two of these. So I mean, as long as I don't put them side by side each other, it should be fine. This next one is, I think this is, let me go grab it. If you guys know what these cars are, if you've seen, these are probably the oldest pieces of rolling stock in existence. So, back in the 1940s, Varney made these kit cars, and this is when HO was first introduced. And at first, they did not have horn hook couplers or the like knuckle couplers. They had these weird kind of European looking couplers, and this is a Varney car from then. And they come with spring-loaded trucks. But they were kits, and a lot of people have modified them over the years because they're very good cars. And I am like 99% sure this is one right here, because one way to tell is because the actual car is wood. And a good way to tell is just by looking at the bottom of these cars. As we can see, those are the same thing. And I think this is one that somebody turned into a Southern Railway car, because the doors on here, you can look at the things up here. You can just tell that somebody made this. And I'm not complaining. You can also tell that these had different couplers from camera focus. It's easier to tell on this one by looking at the coupler boxes. Those are KD coupler boxes. Yeah, very good car. Let's go on to this one. And this is literally another one. The bottom of it's a bit different, but same kind of car, except it's missing the Southern logo, but not complaining there. It's a good car. And then my favorite box car I got. This one was $3 as well. I got a couple $3 cars. I've been looking for one of these. There's actually one of these cars somewheres along the CSX line. I think it's Spruce Pine. It's literally just sitting there beside this old spur. It's not got wheels or anything. It's just a shell, but found it while I was on Google Earth. But yeah, gives a green light to Invasions. Very nice box car. Welcome addition to the collection. So, but that is it for rolling stock. Let's move on to locomotives. Now, I did get 8 locomotives. So, now one of these is a dummy unit. You're going to be surprised by which one is a dummy unit, though. So, we'll start off with the dummy unit. This locomotive. You'll see what I mean once I show off this other locomotive. This is a dummy unit. Very good, very highly detailed dummy unit. Somebody put custom numbers on that. You can just tell. Also, I think the angle just right. You can't really see it on camera. The decals will like reflect light back at you a lot of times, but you can just tell. But yeah, they did a very good job with this. Rolls very well. I think I don't actually know what this is. If y'all know, please tell me, because I think this is a GP9. I might be wrong though. Very nice looking locomotive. It's a first Great Northern locomotive too. We'll go with this. Now I've already got the shell of this locomotive. You guys probably have seen it somewhere. Now I don't know what the heck someone did to this thing. Look at the wheels. I got it for $10. Not bad. but the truck does just not turn like it should. Light works, the motor tries to go, but it can't because it's literally seized. I don't know what someone did to this, and I don't know if I'm gonna repair this thing. I got this locomotive because I love the Tyco GP20s. I think they're just so cool looking, and I'm trying to collect every one of these. And I found this one and another one I'm going to show you at the train show. So I got both of them just for cause, like just to display. And this one tries to go, but it's also somewhat seized. It kind of runs, but it keeps jamming up. The wheels on these two are actually very clean, like the brass ones. This one does not have that same gunk. They were being sold by the same seller too. But yeah, this one I don't have a shell for, so this is very nice. I forget this one even existed too. And these two actually have the horns on them and the bell, which is not something you'll see. They are missing handrails, so I will say that. But like a lot of the locomotives from that, besides Athearn ones, are missing handrails because Athearn put metal handrails on their locomotives. Nobody does that. No one does that anymore, which is a shame because they should. Because Athearn handrails nowadays, like the one time I got an SD40-2, there's Norfolk Southern one from Athearn, brand new. The handrails were gone on the entire, like they just come off detached, straight out of the box. So I sent it back, because that was years ago though. I didn't feel like fixing it, and wasn't for the $150 price tag. That shouldn't happen. And Athearn still does that on their brand new stuff. Athearn is just not what they used to be. I mean, they're still pretty good, don't get me wrong, but they're not Athearn Blue Box anymore. After they ended their Blue Box stuff, that was kind of where it all went downhill. In my opinion, I've heard Athearn Genesis locomotives are good. Walther's is probably my favorite brand, modern brand. Athearn Blue Box stuff is still the best, in my opinion. This is an Athearn Blue Box locomotive. It's an SD45. It's a Southern Pacific one. Handrails are, all of them are still there. Light works. Thing runs really well. Got it for $20, so very good use of my money. This one's like one of their more modern blue boxes because it's got the giant flywheels. This is one of the only blue box. It is missing the front handrails. The light's not even in there, but other than that, this thing runs like really, really smooth. And this one was even less. This one was like $15. So very, very nice locomotive. And it's the first Reading lines locomotive. Same thing with the Southern Pacific one. First Southern Pacific locomotive. So yeah, if you guys have like your favorite railroad, you should put it down in the comments. And I probably have a locomotive from that railroad, unless it's a short line, because I don't really have short line. But I saved the best 3 locomotives for last. These are a set of locomotives. I think they were a part of a club layout at some point, just because of, for one, they look like they've had added details, and 2, of how smooth they ran. Because Athearn Blue Box locomotives, they are Athearn Blue Box. They're very loud. That's one of the only things about them that's kind of annoying, is they're extremely loud. But if you really lubricate them very well and you take good care of them over the years, they're actually pretty quiet. Like this locomotive right here, this thing is very quiet. It's an Athearn Blue Box. But yeah, I'll show these one at a time because I can't show them all at once. Ooh, I just dropped that. Okay. I've always wanted this set, and this was $40 for these 3 locomotives. Not $40 each, $40 for the set. So, there's our first one. We gotta replace this back copboard because it's not like super great, but the only thing about the set that I didn't like is this one locomotive, the actual copboard box has been broken, but it's okay. But yeah, that's one of the A units. This is the B unit. And yes, this is the powered. It's literally powered. They've all got the modern drive in them. So very, very surprising. I did not think this unit was going to be powered. And it's powered. So you don't see many B units from them that are powered. And this is another A unit. This one's missing a horn, but that's the only thing about it. But yeah, these locomotives run very quietly. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot for y'all to watch these videos, especially to make it to the end. But because I spend money on a lot of these locomotives too to show you guys. So it's not just for my benefit to get these. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Also, I will be at the Raleigh Train Show on May 25th. So, but you guys, if you guys see me, you're not going to actually know who I am. If you guys go there. I doubt I'll see any of you guys there, but, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, I will see you guys next time, and thank you guys so much for watching.